I have like a theory. Weird is interesting. Kids are curious. Yeah, I had somebody comment this after observing me for the week, and I kind of agree with it. I think adults tend to like have like a voice that they use when they're talking to kids, right? Like the kindergarten teacher voice, where they're like, "Hey, buddy. Hey, champ. How you doing? You want to do this? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. It'll be fun." Like they have like that voice, right? Like the adult voice that they use on kids. I don't do that. I speak with kids the same way that I speak with like anybody else because I just don't give a shit. So it's just like I talk to my siblings like, "Hey, what do you think about that?" And then like to the same like goblin, I'll just be like, "I don't think that's a good idea, dude." Like I'll talk to them like that, and then kids will be like, "Oh, they talk to me the same way they talk to like mom or dad." And then maybe that's why. That's my theory, like why the stupid goblins like keep talking to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? My brother and I were like kids when they were, because my brother and I, when we were their age, we were just like idiots. We were so stupid. We would do the stupidest things, and it's just like, and then I'm looking at the new generation that's like growing up, and it's like, you are better than us, and it's like I'm a little proud. They're not my kids. I don't really care about them that much. I mean, I care about their safety, like in that, like they're like kin. They're a part of my family, but it's just like I'm like, kind of proud. It's like you guys are way more intelligent than we were as kids. What do you have there in your hand? A scimitar? No. Yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. Understood. Thank you very much. I did very dumb things as a child. Started a fire in the bathroom apartment. I started an indoor fire as well too. We lit the carpet on fire. Oh my god, both of us got our shit punched in for that, and we deserved it too. Because it's like we could have like killed people. We could have killed our family. Like setting the carpet on fire. That was like not a good idea. That was not a good idea. Arson. What did you do? Of course you did. Okay. Mistakes were made. All right. Mistakes were made. I'm not gonna like look you in the face and just be like, no, 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 no. I didn't do anything wrong. We did do things wrong. Yeah. We did do things wrong. Yeah. Kids just want to have fun. It wasn't for fun. We were experimenting. Same here for indoor fires. I just set myself on fire and casually walked to my parents while being engulfed in flames. I've never done that. That's like pretty extreme. That's pretty metal. I don't think I've ever done that. Could you imagine if you just like walk on fire to your parents and it's just like, this is a protest against last night's dinner? I am protesting last night's dinner. You're just on fire. Ruining an apartment window screens. I've done that by cutting it open with a knife. My brother and I got onto like the roof through the screen window by popping it out, and it destroyed the screen. And then because we were chasing after a cat, I'm not proud of this because I do think like as an adult, it's just leave animals alone. Like don't mess with them. But kids are dumb, right? And it was just like, oh, I want to catch the cat. If I catch it, it's mine, right? We wanted to like pet the cat. We wanted to like, that's my cat. So we got onto the roof to chase the cat, and the cat jumped onto the neighbor's roof. And my brother jumped after the cat, and he fell through the roof because that roof was like not, it's not like the roof of a house. It's like, what was it? It was something. It was like not an, it was like an annex, right? It wasn't like the roof that, and he fell through, and there was like a hole shaped like my brother when he fell through. And I remember I was on the roof and I started screaming, I need to make up a name for him. James. Jimmy. All right. Jimmy's dead. Jimmy's dead. I was like screaming on the roof, like, Jimmy's dead, right? This was actually wasn't like my parents' house. We were in the countryside hanging out with like my grand aunt. It wasn't my grandparents. It was like my grandparents' sister or something like that, right? And she was looking out after us for the summer. And I was like screaming that at the top of my lungs, like on the roof of her house. And then I remember she ran out. She ran out and she was like, what? This is the only time that I heard my grand aunt curse, because she's very much like a sweet old lady, right? Could you imagine like the sweetest grandmother you could imagine, and then imagine her saying like fuck, right? It was like the only time that, yeah, Jimmy Noir, right? The guy with the cowboy hat. My grand aunt came out and she said, what the fuck happened? I remember like, I was like, wow, she can curse, right? And then I was like, oh, Jimmy's dead. He fell through the roof on the neighbor. And then I saw my grand aunt like sprint down the lane, because you couldn't just like hop the fence. Like she's like, it was like a big like cinder block. She sprinted down the lane and she's like an Olympic runner. And then like she rounded the corner and I was like on the roof so I could see her. And then she sprinted back down like to the neighbors, like through the neighbor's courtyard, right? She was so freaking fast. Like I've never seen anyone run that fast, let alone like a 70-year-old lady. And then she's like banging on the neighbor's door, and she's like, ah, and then like I couldn't hear that. And then like they went into like the annex, the alcove, whatever it's called, and they got my brother out. My brother was fine. Like he fell onto something soft, and he wasn't even injured at all. I remember he wasn't even injured. He's just kind of like ruffled up, but like he didn't get hurt at all. And then I remember my grandaunt like got us both in the courtyard, and she like sat us down on the steps, and she's like, from now on, unless there's a fucking body, don't you ever say that like one of you is dead ever again. Unless you see a body, don't you ever say that ever again. Ever, right? And then she got she got on one knee and she started like praying. like that football player that everybody was roasting. She got on like one knee and she started praying. So she said fuck twice, and it was the funniest thing ever. She was so bad. Yeah, she Tim Tebow. Oh my god. Could you imagine being a 70-year-old woman, like taking care of two idiot children? Oh my god, I feel so bad. We were just like terrible. We were just really bad. We were just the worst.